Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with some quiet conditions out there this morning and seeing those temperatures finally climbing up to 60 degrees at the current time and continue with that light northwesterly wind around the area. Overall, expect a fairly quiet weather day ahead as we continue on this quiet and dry path with high pressure mainly in control. We'll see a low end chance of maybe some precip in the area as we get into the second part of the day on Friday. That's our next best chance of seeing any precipitation, but overall expecting fairly dry and quiet conditions. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we see high pressure still in control over the region, and that will be the case over the coming days. But as this as this front off to the west starts to approach the area that expected to pass through on Friday, we see some of this tighter pressure gradients moving over the local region. That's going to bring some slightly breezy conditions as we move over the next few days as well. Looking at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, seeing light winds near the surface becoming south to southwesterly in the lower to mid levels there, more westerly to northwesterly as we get into mid and upper levels. Our peak wind today is 34 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level is at 11,500 feet. Looking at the current visible satellite, seeing just some clouds mainly around 25,000 feet and continue to see some of those lower clouds off the coast here, but overall expecting that to continue for much of the working hours today with mainly just high clouds around the area. If we look at the European model here, see what we can expect for the short term as well as the longer term forecast. We'll see again that high pressure keeping in control of the forecast as we go over the coming days. Moving into Wednesday, we'll see winds more subtly, becoming slightly breezy at times. Slight chance maybe even seeing a wind advisory for our Wednesday. And then going into Thursday, we'll actually see a bit breezier conditions with a slightly better chance of seeing a wind advisory for that day as well. And we'll continue with some slightly breezy conditions into Friday. European model showing that front coming through here with some precipitation along that, pushing into the local area mainly during the PM time frame. European model most bullish with any precip pushing through. Other models, as kind of expected yesterday, have trended drier with this boundary pushing through. So looking at less likely chance of seeing any precipitation in the area, and if we do, not looking to be anything too significant. But that front pushes through. We see a slight cool down after some mild temperatures at the end of the week, and fairly seasonable to just above average as we move through the weekend with high pressure building back in, once again keeping things dry and quiet moving into the beginning of next week. European model here does show a little disturbance moving through Monday afternoon with some precip chances, but that's the only model showing that, so not too confident in any of that occurring at this time. But it looks like, again, fairly dry, quiet weather over the next several days with the exception of that low wind chance of some precip on Friday and maybe some slightly breezy conditions over the coming days. So 24-hour weather risk chart for today looking green across the board, expecting our high temperature up around 69 degrees. We'll see fairly light to variable winds through the day today, becoming more southwesterly 5 to 10 as we get into the afternoon, and staying with a southerly component to the wind as we move through the overnight time frame. Just dealing with some high clouds as we move through the day today, and then we'll see a few lower clouds around the area possible as we go into the overnight and early morning hours. We'll see our low temperature down around 55 degrees for Wednesday morning, and we will see a slight chance of some patchy mist around the area early in the morning, but not high confidence in that at this time. Right now, tides are running slightly below normal. The extended forecast, again, as mentioned, pretty much the same as we move through the next couple days to end the week, with the exception of seeing some slightly milder temperatures and some slightly breezy conditions. Again, slightly breezy for Wednesday. Slight chance of seeing that wind advisory for Wednesday at times. High around 75, slightly warmer Thursday with a high around 76, and slightly breezier on Thursday as well. And that bit better chance of seeing a wind advisory for Thursday. Going into Friday, staying in the mid-70s, we'll look at a slight chance of some PM rain showers. Looking at about a 20% chance at this time. Could see that trend downward if we continue to see drier solutions coming out with the modeling, and then moving into the weekend behind that front, back to just above average for our high temperatures in the mid 60s, and we'll see our low temperatures in the mid to upper 40s as we move through the weekend and into the start of next week, and looking at some additional cloud cover swinging through the area for our Monday. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.